Guys, what's going on? Good to see everybody. I'd like to know, let me turn this fan off. How is the sound, number one? I'm actually on my cell phone and I've got a whole bunch of stuff connected to it. I'm also using the DJI wireless microphone so you can hear me. But we're gonna do a quick live garage reorganization, just moving some shelving around, move this one over here to this wall and put that one on that wall. But yeah, that's what we got going on today. Let's go get the tripod. Now, what I think I'll do is I'll take a picture of this Frankenstein setup that I've got right here because I've got the DJI wireless mic. The cell phone that we're on is attached to an Anker, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 port hub, right? Jason, what's going on? Good to see you, my friend. The cell phone that we're on right now is attached to an Anker 9 port hub, which is attached directly to the Ethernet, so we've got good signal here in the garage because the Wi-Fi is just very poor in my garage here. I've also got the DJI wireless mic attached to that, and I've got a power supply attached to that Anker hub for charging as well. So the problem with this setup is, let me take a picture with my iPad because it's actually kind of neat, kind of neat. And I say that because I can't really put this thing down based on how all the cords are coming off of it, kind of thing. Unless I put it here like this. That's interesting. And let's put a weight behind that there. All right, so there. Let me take a picture of this. And I've got it all attached with rubber bands also. So kind of funny. Good to see you, Jason. South Africa. I didn't expect, IT talk, yeah, right? You got me. I was like, wait, I've got a rubber band over the thing because it's holding it all together. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about. It's kind of funny, this setup here. Maybe I could shoot a video of this and then I'll show it to you so you can see the setup as well. I'll just live from the thing. That's a USA Wrestling power charger and it's sitting on a spool. That's my tripod right now. So let's see if you could actually see this. Kind of funny. Whew. It's hot. It is hot today. All right, and I can't really turn the thing around, so we got to do it like this. But can you see this at all? So that's the setup. 2 rubber bands going to the other side. Ethernet is plugged directly into the Anker hub with power supply and such. Kyle, good to see you. But this is what I'm filming from right now, right there. Yeah. So this is shot a quick video so you can see the setup, my camera setup. All right, let's just start moving some things around, shall we? I'm gonna set this up on that thing there and we'll go from there. I wonder, and because the chat's over here, what I need to do is try to figure out how to get it on the phone, on the iPad so I can see it. Actually read the chat, right? Because I'll be doing things, I'm doing things. Oh my gosh, it's like really warm here in Virginia Beach. Appreciate you guys dropping in and hanging out. Freaking awesome. All right, live. Chat, right? Ooh, there. And we'll set this up over here also. Good afternoon to you as well, my friend. Kyle Vlogs. Looking forward to your next live, Kyle. All right, so I'll be in and out with the chat, but yeah, this is just me reorganizing the garage a little bit so you can see what I got going on and such. Hope you enjoy. Let's see. Yeah, you can post channel links. I don't care. You know that. Support yourselves, right? Support yourselves. And I'm on a wireless microphone so you can actually hear me, even though I'm so far away from the camera. Yeah. So let's go ahead and move this one first over. This unit here, this shelving unit, I put wheels on. My wife has had this, bought this years ago from the Goodwood shop. And it didn't really go with anything when we moved into this house, so we just kept it. She's like, let's get rid of it. It's heavy and It's hard to move around. I was like, well, let me put some wheels on it, you know, and and look what I did with the wheels. Here, I'll show you. So Jason's posting links. Legendary Princess is here. Good to see you. Having a great day. Thank you very much. Look at the wheels. So when I initially set this up, the wheels were actually here and here, right? If you could see that. Here and here, which made it way wobbly. So I attached a 2x4, as you could see, to the back of it and extend the wheels out so that it's not so wobbly when I shake it. It's pretty stable. Stabler. Yeah, it's stabler. Stabler. All right, let's continue on with moving things around, shall we? Thank you guys for being here. All right. Whew. So that'll just go off to the side there for now, and then we're going to go ahead and move the other shelving unit to the other side. First, we're going to move some paint buckets over. Just getting stuff out of the way. The intent, you know, of course, is to turn this garage into a little bit of a studio so that I can live stream more from in here. With the big babe door open, it's not very climate controlled, but it's good enough, yeah. All right, let's see here. All right. I see a thing was hidden. That's all right. No, I misclicked there. All right, I'm not too worried about it. All good. All good. No worries. All good, Jason. Thank you very much. Sometimes people, why I have the feelings that you know car mechanics. It's good thought idea. All right, we're gonna move this thing over. And then I put wheels on this monstrosity as well. You can't see it because this shelving unit's in the way, but you'll see it when I go across. This thing is heavy, so I put some heavy duty wheels on it. Just making sure stuff's out of the way. I'm gonna have to move these mats around too. These mats are about 100 pounds each, so they're a pain to move about. Mostly because it's hard to grip them, you know? It's hard to hold them. They're horse stall mats. Whew. Yeah, I put heavy duty wheels on this giant shelving unit. And it's loaded down right now. And the purpose of those wheels is so that I could move this around when I want to, need to. Whew. Let's turn the camera around. Caleb Boo, what's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, this shelving unit is massive and it's heavy. All right. Whew. Just against the wall. There. All right, that'll do. Whew. So that goes there. We're gonna put this shelving unit here on my left, your right, off to the side as well. Whew. Good to see you, Caleb Boo. Jason, appreciate you. Is that mostly climbing gear on there? I've got a lot of climbing gear. Let's see, on that rack, I've got climbing gear, camping gear. I've got a bag of dive gear. I've actually got a fast rope in the other one, an old fast rope. You know, so, all right, let's move stuff around again. Move these paint buckets out of the way. I need to actually dispose of this paint properly, right? Because I want the buckets. The buckets are good buckets. And this will sit right here. Off to the side. All right, so there you go. Whew. Yeah, on that shelf, it's out. I got my, it's like hazmat, which I need to move outside. All right, let's see. What's next? It's freaking hot. I kind of want to start digging on that hole over there again. Let's move this stuff off to the side so I can move the car back in here. For those of you that can see the vehicle that's in the background, do you know what that is? Can you tell what that is? Can you see? Oh, you can't see it. Can you see what kind of car that is in the back there? Let's see what the chat says. All can tell. Caddy symbol? Nope. It is an American car. If I bring the phone out there, it'll actually cut out. Whew. Yeah, and it is hard to tell. It's not a Cadillac symbol, although it does kind of look like a Cadillac symbol. Move this off to the side. You know what I might actually do? You guys can watch me dig a hole. What do you think? You guys want to watch me dig a hole? As funny as that sounds, right? Whew. This is my knowledge of American cars done. Nah, no worries. Have you seen that movie Gran Torino? Well, that in that vehicle was a 1972 Ford Gran Torino, and it is hard to tell, you know, because of the lighting sometimes. But that there is a 1973 Ford Gran Torino. Yeah, this is 73. The one in that movie was a 72. So it's an old vehicle. Whew. But she runs. She purrs very nice. It's a very nice sound. I love it. That had David Harbour. I don't know who David Harbour is. Clint Eastwood was the main character. Maybe David Harbour. I'm not sure who that person is. I'm not that familiar, you know. But yeah. All right, so let me just take a quick look at how I want to reorganize things a little bit more. The car is going to move over to that side, I think, so that I can use this area here, you know, actually use my squat rack and work out. I want to get back into work. Here's my squat rack. See that pull-up bar right there? That's a fat pull-up bar. You know, next to this thing here too. Yeah, this pull-up bar. She's a fat one. It's like, I think 2 inches in diameter. So that really works your grip. I don't grip it like this either. I monkey fit grip it like this, you know. Stephanie, great to see you. Thank you so much for watching the show the other day in the super chat the other day. I don't know if you saw me saying thank you to you, but thank you so much. That was freaking awesome. Everybody that was cheering, like, yo! Just Keena's in the house as well. All I need is a squat rack and a bench. I know, right? If I may offer this piece of advice to everybody that's watching, you know, if you can't do pull-ups, do pull-ups. You know, hang on the bar and pull, you know, or jump up on the bar and lower yourself. The whole idea is that it strengthens the back muscles primarily, you know. To include squats, you know, squats are definitely a very important movement to stay good at. And you don't have to squat heavy, but just for the sake of maintaining proper movement, proper form. Because it's the same motion that you're going to use when you have to go and sit on the toilet, particularly when you're old. I know if you've heard of CrossFit before, you know, a big thing with CrossFit, they say that the Now we've seen CrossFit games and how intense these workouts are. Well, my parents do CrossFit, right? My brother opened up his own CrossFit gym and they did CrossFit over there. And the needs of the Olympic athlete are the same as the elderly. What differs is the intensity. So elite athletes, they have to use good form to move weight. They have to use good form to do a pull-up. They have to use good form so they don't injure themselves. And the elderly, they still need to be able to do all those same movements, squatting, getting out of bed, standing from a chair. But they don't need to lift heavy weights or for time, They just need to be able to move their body weight. And so that's what it's all about. You have a bad shoulder too? If you got a bad shoulder, then maybe stay away from doing pull-ups or hanging. And there are things that you can do to strengthen that muscular joint or the muscles around the joint in itself. So just be mindful of that. Talk to your doctor, talk to a physical trainer, and see what you can do. But the idea is to, exercise so that when you have to actually do stuff, pick up a box, you don't get injured. Use proper form. Ensure you have the strength, and don't lift things that are too heavy. Tiny Queen, good to see you. Thank you so much for dropping in. Yeah, Stephanie, if you got a bad shoulder, you got to take care of that too. You got to, So yeah, we are in the process of reorganizing this garage so that I can turn this into a studio so that I can get my workspace back so I can do projects and stuff like that here in the garage. I got all kinds of tools. We had the windows done here. So as you can see, here, well, if you can't see, I'll show you. There's a nice new window there. We got a nice new 3 windows over here as well. And so, yeah, all these nice new windows are hanging out in here. And so, let's see, Stephanie says, proper form is very important. Yes, I'm doing these PT exercises for my shoulder, and they're definitely going to help. The gym looks good. Thank you very much. Yeah, home gym. My wife wants to work out with me. And so it's like, let's see what we could do to turn this into a more functional space. I've got my muscle, my rings here. I wonder if I can even do a muscle up still. It's been a little while. You want to see? Let's see if I can. And a lot of it is all about form. Let's see. Before I do that though, I got to move this bumper out of the way. So let's put this off to the side here. I do like to swing my legs when I do this movement because it's easier to do so. I won't swing them that much, but let's see. One, better than none. So that was good. Good enough. Right? But, good enough. You guys got a similar setup in your basement? Nice. Nice, yeah. So I've got one squat rack. I got a bunch of barbells in the other garage and weight. So, yeah. One more than I could do. A lot of it has to do with form. And my form isn't that good with it, I literally muscled my way up, doing the muscle up just now. Because I got here and I was still too low on the rings, I thought. But I brought it in and I was able to press up. But it's a taxing movement as well. So what's up, Happy? Good to see you. Whew. Whew. Hot. All right, cool. Let's take a quick look here. I wonder, let's see if we could bring you guys over here to watch me dig this hole. I'd love to show you what I've got going on here. So you see where that black mat is over here? All right, where that stick is sticking out of the ground, or that tool? The garage is actually lifting up. The driveway ground, because I've got roots on the side of the driveway. And so I've got to dig those out. But I think what I'll try to do is the key to figure out here, how can I put this on the tripod? Because I've got all this stuff on it. And will this thing reach? How far will this reach? This is the farthest this thing can go. So if I do it like this, what's up, Smitty? Yeah, it's hard to see, but right here, it's elevated. This driveway pad has come up about an inch because of tree roots growing underneath it. And so I'm actually digging a trench over there. If you can't, I mean, I know you can't see it, but that's what I'm doing over there. I'm digging a trench so that I can actually get underneath. And so that's the project for today. You know, let's see if I can move this thing over even more. So, good to see you, Smitty. Thank you so much for being here. All right, I'm gonna get to digging a little bit. It'll be hard for me to read the chat, so be patient with me, you know. Put your comments up on there and I'll get to it when I can, you know. But thank you so much for being here, Stephanie, Smitty, Jason, Happy, Koala's over here dropping a link. Dropping one link, in fact. Koala always drops 3 links, you know, but all good. So I'll be back and forth between digging. So right over there, it is hard to see. My cord isn't long enough. You know what I could do? You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go inside and get an extension. Because I wouldn't mind. I would like for you guys to see what I got going on. I think it's cool, you know. I think it's cool. So enjoy the outside. Let's see here. Actually, you know what? I'll put you guys over here so you can see the neighbor. Can you see the neighbor? The neighbor is adding an addition to their house. So, all right, I'm gonna go get an extension for this Ethernet cable. I'll be right back, chat. I wonder if you guys can still hear me because now I'm going in the house. I still have the wireless microphone attached to me so I can still speak. Just a little bit more. These two here. Back downstairs again. All right, I'm back. I am back. All right, so what do we got going on? Check it out. I don't know how long these cables are, but I have several Ethernet cables here. What I should have done is, ooh, this one looks pretty long. Here, yeah, this is a long one. I'm just going to attach this female adapter. Dig boy, yeah, I will be. And we'll attach this to here, like so. And then we'll attach that to here. We may get some buffering and stuttering. Be patient, give me 1 second, chat. So here. So that should work with respect to the Ethernet connection. Yep, we've got lights. Just a quick stutter, maybe a little bit of a buffer, and now you guys are outside with me. You can actually see and hang out with me while I dig my hole. So look what we got going on here. Look at these roots. It's penetrating the driveway. It's already caused a crack here. I'm actually gonna cut this piece of this concrete out. I might make a line from here all the way across parallel to the driveway and then use that as my marker. You know, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna continue digging a hole all the way around because it's lifting up over there also, you know, so. Get some gloves. Can you go trekking into that forest? I could. Mini stutter, we back. Nice, Jason. Yeah, we are, it's direct Ethernet cable. Whew, it's warm. I could go trekking into that forest. I have. There's a lake, there's a pond on the other side. You know, it's pretty cool. So, if you're doing manual labor with tools, it is important to use gloves. Why? So that I can WASD, left click, right click later on. Right? You gotta protect the combat hands, right? If I mess up my hands, I can't be combat ineffective in Fortnite, right? Or Warhammer 40K, Space Marine 2. My son and I just got to be playing it last night. Wanted to change the pace from Fortnite, you know. But it's a pretty good game, but let's get to digging. I don't have my safety goggles, which is not cool, but that's what I got. That's what I got, so. I'll check the chat here every few moments, so yeah. That's what we got going on today. A little bit of digging. Looking for roots that I could cut out. It's funny, it's like, why haven't you cut out those other roots and kept on digging lower? I kind of want to expose the roots and cut them all at the same time, you know? All right, a little bit there. Now we're gonna get a lightweight shovel. I'm stacking all the dirt over here so I don't have to walk so far, you know? Ooh, I found another root. Big root there. These little roots I'll cut away, but the big ones, like that's a little root there, that needs to get cut out. And I'm being smart about it also. I'm not putting a lot of muscle into the task because this is a long-term thing. So I gotta pace myself, you know? Gotta pace myself so I don't burn out, so that I could do this, you know, for the long haul. Till the job's done, at least for the day. Notice I'm not stomping on it because that takes energy. I'm just, you know, using my 100-something pounds of weight to move earth. That's all we're doing, moving the earth a little bit. I gotta make sure I don't break my tools also. Digging can be hard on the shoulders too, folks. So don't put a lot of effort into it. I mean, just enough effort to get a little scoop, you know, a little scoop, and move it off to the side as you need to. Notice also when I'm digging, I'm pushing and I'm prying into the area that has already been excavated. And today, we'll only do this until maybe about 4 o'clock. Because I'm gonna go get a haircut as well. I gotta be mindful too, because I don't wanna cut my Ethernet wire, which is nearby. Yeah, I know there's something here because it's lifting big time right over here. You know? All right, let's take a look at the chat. Appreciate you guys being here. All right, let's see. Jason's hanging out still. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. I gotta look at the chat over here because the rubber band's covering it up. All right. Whew. All right. Cool. Let's continue on. Continue on. Yeah, this trench needs to be at least the same width as my shovel so I get under there, you know, and lift material out. Appreciate you guys being here, watching me dig. Pretty cool. And when it rains, it'll soften the dirt a little bit as well. We got a nice crazy root here. It's doing something weird. It's like I want to trace this back to where it's coming from. A lot of small roots, but I'm looking for the big ones. I'll show those to you guys here in a little bit. Whew. It's like, why don't you just get someone to do it for you, Jason? Because I like doing this stuff. I enjoy manual labor. I enjoy work, you know. 67 Ford Mustangs here into loose rubble, broken roots. Yeah. Appreciate you being here there, Mustang. Thank you. But yeah, here's a crazy looking root here, doing some weirdness. Yeah, when you use tools like this, use gloves. These gloves are awesome. I bought like a 20 pack of them. They're cheap, rubberized grip. I mean, I use them for even cutting the lawn, pushing the lawnmower around, because you can still get blisters. At least, I guess it depends on how long you're cutting the grass for also. And the handle on your lawnmower, you know, a little bit at a time. Yep, I am sweating. It is work, but like I said, I enjoy this stuff. Looking for the roots. Yeah, I had a company come out here to see about raising the driveway also for me, because some of it's sinking out, you know, erosion and such, you know. They said they could raise this part, but it should be lower. Should not be the same height as the interior, like the one that's been raised. This pad that I'm digging on right now. So, the guy's like, yeah, we don't lower, we only raise. So I'm like, all right, well, he's like, I could call a guy, do it for you. I was like, if it's just about breaking concrete up, I could do that. I'm good at breaking stuff. And again, I like doing this kind of stuff as well anyway. One problem with having people do it for you is you don't know what's really going on. You know, underground there might be something like, oh, I want to do that instead. Who knows, you know, how things will change with respect to that. Or people will see something wrong, put a Band-Aid on it, which will lead to just so they could get the job done, which not about. I want the job done right. And you know what they say, you know, if you want the job done right, do it yourself. The thing is that, like with the windows, could I have done that myself? No, absolutely not. I am not a Windows guy. You know, man needs a cold glass of water. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Scott, what's going on, man? Good to see you, Scott. I got a thing over there. We'll take a water break in just a moment. But yeah, we're gonna dig this. We're gonna keep on digging this hole. I had Mr. Utility come out to do the marking of the ground so that I won't cut anything, you know. But we're almost to the end here of where I think I need to be for where this root is, causing the upheaval of the driveway. But a little bit at a time, like I said. That's all. Not a lot of effort, you know. All I'm doing is driving the shovel in, prying. That little bit, that's good enough, yeah? That's good enough. And then I'll go get a haircut. And then, depending on what the weather's like, I've got a whole bunch of other projects I need to do too. It's like, when are you gonna get to those? Eventually. But this is one of them. And this needs to get done. at least 4 inches below. That's how thick this concrete is. I should be finding roots. So it's like, where is this root at exactly? That's causing the upheaval of my driveway. We'll go live until the battery dies. Whew. Let's take a look at the chat. Scott's laughing. What you laughing at, Scott? Man's wearing gloves so he can still carry you. Jason, I'm wearing gloves to ensure that I am not a liability to Coach Scott, my Fortnite mentor. All right, let's get one thing straight. Scott has taught me everything I know about Fortnite. He is my Fortnite coach. I pay him once a week to coach me for each session. Exactly. Scott is the Fortnite coach, the Fortnite mentor. I'm very lucky that to have him to play with. He allows me, he pretends to be, to not be so good and makes me feel good about myself. So that's pretty awesome. I appreciate that, Scott. So thank you very much. You know what I mean? Sure that I am not a liability to Scott when we Fortnite. Scott, you might actually like Warhammer 40K. I actually got it last night with my son, came home from college, and we were talking about games, and I told him I was thinking about that game. He goes, we could try to play it together. There is a mode. It's very storyline based, kind of like the games that we used to play, when he was younger on the PS2 or PS3, Uncharted, where you could play together, But it's funny because through the first level, and I think we have it on easy mode anyway. I died once, he had only revived me once. But yeah, it was fun. You might like it for the story. For me, the games, I'm not that interested in the story of the game, But you might enjoy it. It's not as smutty as Cyberpunk though, which I know you like. Old man, dirty old fart man. So yeah. I wonder if I still have signal if I bring the iPad all the way out here so I could actually read the chitter chat a little closer. Let's get this here so I can see it. Whew. Just gotta make sure I don't knock the iPad over. So there's roots here. It's funny as I haven't found that cable line that I dug up before. I don't even know how I found that. By mistake, clearly. It's funny, I told my bug guy, hey, be mindful of the trench that I'm digging. Don't step in it. He's like, all right. He's like, holy cow, dude. He saw the roots that I exposed. Yeah, the roots are doing some craziness here. I'm getting to the tops of them. They seem to be small, not big ones that I would think would be the cause for driveway upheaval. Like I would have found some roots by now. Going into the driveway, but I haven't found anything. And there's no way it would be right exactly here. I'm curious to find out though, because maybe it is. But nothing here. Oh, I found something, but that looks like a small root. Yep, it's half an inch root, half an inch diameter root. All right, let's move some of this material since the technique was to just move, make small dirt so I could move it, put it in a pile and then move it out of the way. I mean, I'm pretty deep and I've only found some. Let's see, Scott says, I'd be swinging that other tool into the trench. Oh, I forgot that was there. See, yeah, doing a poor job of taking care of my tools. This is good, it's a good tool. It's a different type of a hoe and axe in one. It's heavier, so I don't need to put a lot of effort into it. But I wanted to dig the trench out piece out first. But you're right, use the various tools that I have in hand. I am gonna use the chainsaw to cut all that stuff out though, instead of axing it out. Why? Because it's fun. Because it's awesome to use the chainsaw. See, there's a weird root that's running parallel and in. Whew. Got to use all clubs in the bag. Yes, sir. I am not a golfer, but I get the reference. Well done. Well said. Whew. So now that I've moved some dirt, in fact, I think I can move this a little closer so you can see better the action. Yeah. So really the shovel is not for cutting, it's for moving dirt, moving material out of the way. Use the other tool, like I said, to change the angle here. The shovel is for moving dirt. That tool is for making dirt, as funny as that sounds, but moving movable dirt, or making movable dirt. Some weirdness over here. We'll get into it here in a minute. Use hand tools for precision work, right? Wow, mosquitoes are out. Right, I had the yard sprayed too. It didn't rain this week, so I'm gonna get some bug spray because I got destroyed last time, you know, by the mosquitoes. So I'll be right back and get some bug spray. It's in my truck. All right. Whew. Mosquitoes are bad here. They bit me through my t-shirt last weekend. Yeah, through my shirt. It landed on me and ate me up. Bad. All right, let's continue on. See, they're still landing on me. Whack. Why is it turning? It shouldn't be turning. Oh, that's not tight, that's why. Whew. All right, let's continue on. Looks like a nice place, dude. Nice front lawn. Oh, thank you, yeah. Yeah, thank you very much. Wow, a lot of mosquitoes here. Whew. All right, let's see. Let's get in the weeds and the dirt with this a little bit. Yes, I'm using a knife, an old kitchen knife to dig. Why? Thin metal can get through the nooks and crannies a little bit, you know, and really shape out around. And it's springy, so it won't bend when I pry with it, you know, because that is important. Nice to sit down. This is how they got me last weekend though, because I sat down and was doing like this, and I didn't have bug spray on, and it gave them an opportunity to just land on me because I wasn't moving around a bunch, you know. Might have to make this trench a little wider here, just so I could get to that area. Move some dirt. I didn't think I'd be watching a stream of someone digging a trench around the tree this evening, but here we are. I appreciate you, Jason. No, thank you very much. You know what? It's interesting to say the least, you know, I think. It's like, what is going on here? I mean, look, can you see the roots? Here. Put you over here, check it out. The root system. Look at that one. All the way over to where I am right now. You know? All right. Moving more dirt. Just getting out of the way. Use that small tool so that I can get the small dirt without actually having to dig. I can feel something biting my back right now too. Ooh. Look at that, see? Nice and easy to move when it's broken up versus using the shovel to actually dig. I mean, it's got a somewhat sharp edge on it. Sharp enough, but that's not what the tool is made for. It's made for moving dirt. That's why it looks like a spoon, to get the dirt out of the way. Now I'll do this so that I can. Oh man, stuff's biting me. I feel them biting me. Ooh. So now I gotta dig deeper than where that root is, so I could chainsaw that sucker out later on. Whew. It's almost time for water break. Man's forearms are going to have DOMS tomorrow. What's DOMS? I'm not familiar with that term. Funny thing is, my forearms are strong, so they look like they're working. But the last time I had issues with my forearms when I was doing high flight training at work, where delayed onset muscle soreness. Oh yeah, no, my forearms don't get sore. My forearms are strong. Yeah. You know why they're strong? Because of WASD and left click, right click, Jason. As funny as that sounds, right? Well, you've also seen me, you know, doing pull-ups for a win. All right. All right, we're using the axe side. It's not an axe for cutting wood though, it's an axe for excavating the roots that are underneath. So I could get under these small spots here and cut some of this stuff out, as you can see, you know. Here's something interesting there. AWASD. It's WASD. WASD. W is on top. ASD. WASD. Left click, right click. That's why I got strong forearms. Because of Fortnite. Fortnite is a great way to get your run in also. It gets the heart rate going, as you know, as you've seen on my streams, right? Lower than the root now. I'll show it to you in a second here. Let me dig a little bit more. How different countries are. Oh, your W is not on top? Our W is over the S. Ooh, Biscuit's live now. I just got a notification. Cool. It's funny, I get notifications on my iPad, but I don't get notifications on my cell phone, which I have because I have set up because I don't like notifications on my cell phone unless it's a phone call or it's a text because it's work related. That's the culprit. That's the culprit. I'd like to get into trees this weekend and trim them. Basically, all of this. Whew. Why? No, it's W, just say AWSD, WASD, WASD. That's why I got strong forearms. And you see my heart rate get up high when I'm playing because I get too excited playing because I'm in a stressful situation because I don't want to die. All right, let's go ahead and break up the dirt a little bit. Just say ASWD. Fine, ASWD. For now, for my African and European guests. Thank you for being here. I'll humor you. Ooh, another root. Whew. No, no. All right, carry on. So I'm jamming it in and twisting it, causing the dirt to come out. I'm below the driveway now, in that one spot. Let's move the dirt so we can see. Send it solid. Solid what? I can't, the heart's in the way. That heart is in the way. I can't see what it says. We'll get to it, right? When the chat moves, I'll be able to read it. All right. Can you actually see this root right here? I mean, I'm looking at it on my phone and my iPad right here, so I can't tell if you could actually see it. Whew. Oh my gosh, I'm getting hungry. What should I eat for lunch? I want to make sure that I eat before I get shaky, because then it's harder to recover when I'm shaky. So the key is to eat before I get shaky. Eat something, right? See, cutting with the shovel. It's not the proper use of the tool. There's another root there. Cool, it's a hawk. Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you very much. I should have titled "Digging a Hole" instead of "Garage Reorganization," because we spent a little bit of time in the garage, but then I was like, I need to work on this route, this trench. A little bit at a time though, you know? Moving dirt. Let's see, send it, soldier. Oh, soldier. Always, brother, man. I'm just pew-pewing some R6 on the side. Ah, nice. My son likes Rainbow Six. I think I tried it. First time I played, I think we got kicked off the squad because I kept killing my teammates because I didn't know. I was just shooting around, you know? My son's like, this game is not for you, Dad. Poor target identification. Part of it was just, you know, ignorance in the game as well. Let's get the old knife out a little bit. When you're done, you want to come to my house to work on your trench. You've got roots underneath your driveway too. Thanks for stopping by, Jen. That's a little far away from me, but I'm sure you got people over there. Plus, you know what? I would say do it yourself. Why? Because it's fun. It's a good workout, you know? Dig a hole, you know? We're using a kitchen knife now, an old kitchen knife, to get underneath and carve away this dirt. It's nice because it's flimsy, it's sharp enough. It doesn't need to be super sharp, but I'm basically getting underneath here. Whew. And we're gonna break through here. There we go. Look at that. So yeah, things you can do yourself, you know, do it. Like I learned how to climb and cut trees. I learned how to become a tree climbing arborist so I could do it myself. You know, after watching a crew come here to do the job for me years ago, I was like, I could do that. Shoot, it's easy. It's not easy, that's the thing. It's a very, you know, skill All right, we are on phone audio now, so we should have sound back again. Let me know, do you have sound? Houston, we have a problem here. Yes, sir. The DJI wireless microphone died on us. That happens, right? I'm gonna go put this back on the charger and get some water. So, do we have sound again? There we are, yeah. Oh, they're back. My son's truck looks so dope. He's got a Ford F-150 also. That's the back of it. All right, let me go ahead and put this on the charger and get some water. 1 second, chat. Food? Want to see my hole? More roots. Woo! Of course. Okay, of course. You know Henry Ford is the guy that introduced the 5-day work week and the assembly line. Let's continue on. We need to move here. Assembly line and a whole bunch of other things to make, work more efficient. Why? To make more money, right? It's business. All right, my wife and my son came back, so it's almost time for lunch, I think. She got me something. What that means, I don't know. I was like, "Did you get me food?" She's like, "Of course." So let's see what we got. They got a call from me in a minute, so that'll be good timing for me to take a break from digging, live streaming, and such, So I've only got a few more minutes. What are your questions, chat, about me and my project here? Dusty, what's going on, bro? Good to see you, Dusty. Thanks for being here. Got to talk a little bit louder because no microphone anymore. It just died. Can you guys see this root? Break it up a little bit more. Oh, let's see here. Can you dig it? I can dig it. Can you dig it? I can dig it. That's a song. I don't remember the name of the song though. That's awesome, Dusty. Well done. Well done. I can dig it. Can you dig it? Is that from Job Jams or something like that? Small enough, I could probably cut that one out. If I so desire. I desire. It's in the way of progress. I prefer a square shovel. Yeah, Shovels for moving dirt. I have a square shovel in the shed, but it's heavier than this one. This one's nice and sharp too, to get the small roots. Uh-oh, chat. I'm starting to get shaky. My wife's gonna be mad. She's like, you know better. You should have come in before you got shaky. I mean, I ain't gonna pass out. I'll just... low blood sugar. Low food. I only had a bowl of cereal for breakfast this morning too, so dumb on my part. Should have ate more, right, chat? Right, Dusty? Right, Jason? Right, Jen? You need a heavy shovel, all metal and enough for... Yeah, right? No, the pick is good. Pick is good. And I'm exposing all the roots first, because then I want to go through the chainsaw. And I think I'm going to dig a little bit deeper into all this as well, because I like digging holes. Yep, I could. The pick is a good tool. Square shovel is a good tool. But I use the pick to break up the dirt, so all I gotta do is move the material. I'm not actually digging, I'm just moving the material. Right, I was just digging there. But at this point right now, I'm just moving material. Use the pick to dig dirt, so that I'm not using so much more energy. Because using a heavy shovel like that, like you said, that's a good idea. It uses more energy. I'm trying to be efficient with my energy. It's not a sprint. You know, I'm just moving material, leisure-like. You know. We'll continue this episode of Jason Digs the Trench around the driveway tomorrow, depending on the weather. Of course, I want to get all the loose dirt out though, so that when it does rain, and I think it's supposed to rain, it won't turn into a muddy mess and have to dig out wet mud. Woo. Only to break up, not throw dirt. Yeah, no, it's good, it's good. Heavy shovel is good for breaking up, you're right. I agree. So that you don't have to put a lot of weight, if you will, into the task, right? I'm done for today. I'm shaky. Let me show you what I got going on here. Let me show you. I'll get the phone out. I'm gonna bring the phone over. All right, chat. Take a look. So you can see, oh man, camera angle changed. Right there. Look at those roots. It's causing this driveway to upheave. See the one that I was working on there. And as you can see here, it's all cracked up. So what I'm gonna do eventually is, I think I'm just gonna chalk line from this point here, cut all this out here all the way to the seam. Break, and I'm gonna cut this here also, square, break all that up, pour new concrete down there, look for the root that's underneath there, because this is actually causing issues on the foundation. Dope. Whew. I'm exhausted, chat. Hold on a sec. Yeah, Dusty's got some ideas. Let me see. Let's see if you cut out.
Hey.
Oh, hey. Yeah, hi, chat.
Hi, Chat.
Ooh, nice flannel. Good for flannel Fridays. Want to see, chat?
You like it?
I like it.
Can you show me? I thought you were.
Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Can you make me a sandwich?
Are you bacon?
Get shaky. I'm wrapping things up.
Ham and cheese?
Please, no cheese. Just one slice of cheese. Lots of ham and vegetables. Is there any salad?
No.
Screw it.
I'll figure it
You make me good sandwiches. It doesn't matter. Thank you. All right, let's see here. Dusty, what'd you say? If you cut roots over 3 inches in diameter, it compromises the tree. Agree, 100%. Yes, 100% aware, but I don't care about compromising the tree. If anything, I want those trees. And you know what? It's just one root. It's got a lot more roots elsewhere. These trees are old. If I could take those trees down, I would. Is that on the list of things to do? Yeah, eventually. Eventually. So yes, my neighbors are killing my foundation. My neighbors' trees are, yes. So cut those roots out, you know? Those roots are penetrating and going into underneath your house. I'd say cut them out. And how much will it compromise the tree? You know? How much will it compromise that tree without one root? A tree's got a huge root system. It'll compromise it, but it's going to heal itself. Trees are very resilient, you know? They are resilient. I've topped trees before and they still live. You know, long? No, not that long, but you know. And who knows, when they see that the tree's dying, they'll have it taken out because it's on their property, right? Maybe, maybe not. Oh my gosh. Whew. I understand that. Just worry about it ending up in my bedroom. Oh, the tree? It's not gonna happen overnight though, you know? And I mean, if it were me, I would do it. I'd talk to my neighbor and we'd do it together. You know, maybe take that tree down. You know, you'd let them know, hey, it might cost $2,000 to remove that tree depending on how big that tree is. But if they're like, oh, we don't want to move that tree, okay, cool. I'm taking the root out anyway, because it's my house that's being destroyed. And that's what I think I would do. And again, I think it's only just one root. If it's a system of roots, different story at that point too, I think. But George, what's going on? About to go on a hike. Stopping by to leave a like. I appreciate you, George. Appreciate you, George. Hi, Tara. Good to see you. Appreciate you guys greatly. Aloha. Whew, yeah. George, want to see what I did real quick? George is a good friend of mine. One of my former students in indoor skydiving. He's good people. Check it out. These roots are messing up my driveway. As you can see, I got lots of roots that's going under the driveway and it's causing it to lift. And we can actually see the damage that's caused already. Right there, you see how it's bowing out a little bit? Because the root is pushing that concrete piece up there. So I'm gonna cut that out at some point to remedy my issues. And those are my trees anyway, so I can take them out. Yeah. You know how I found out about it though? I had a guy come over here to lift the driveway up in on the other side of the driveway, down around the side. And he's like, yeah, this one shouldn't be raised. This one needs to be lowered. I was like, could you do that? He's like, no, you have to do that. You could call somebody. He's like, I'm gonna do it myself. If it's just breaking stuff up, I'm good at breaking stuff up. So I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna shave it down, and it'll maybe from 4 inches thick of a concrete slab to 3 inches concrete slab, you know. So yeah, that's what I've got going on over here. You know. Let's see if I can do a muscle up again. I did one earlier. That way my wife and I can use the gym. The rings are over there. Let's see if we can knock that muscle up. Phew. I fling the legs around a lot. 2 muscle ups for you guys. All right. Now I gotta eat lunch. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you so much for hanging out, enjoying the stream, watching me dig a hole. It's pretty cool. We'll move that Gran Torino back in the garage here in a little bit. I need to put all my tools away because I think I want to go get a shower and a haircut. But I'll see you guys later on, yeah? We'll play some Fortnite. Put the chipmunk voice on. I can't read the chat because I got rubber bands holding it together. You gotta. So let me show you the setup here. See you, George. Making my back hurt just watching that. Yeah, right. Oh, midnight's here. I was digging a hole at midnight. I no longer digging a hole. My wife's making me a sandwich. But here, take a look. Merca. Exactly, Merca. Check it out. Let me show you the setup, the camera setup. Because the cell phone is directly attached to the Ethernet and also has a power bank attached to it as well. So, want to see it? Real quick here. There. Continue. That's not it. Where's the videos at? Movie. No. Where'd it go? It's gone. Here it is. Here, I'll show it to you like this. Close that. It was the cell phone. I used the iPad to shoot a video that I'm trying to show you on the phone here. But that's the setup. That's the live streaming setup. It's pretty cool, huh? All right, guys. I will see you later on. Thank you so much for being here. It's lunchtime now. Jason and this Jason works in IT. What? Wait, I'm missing the chat. Let's see. Let's see. All right, man. Got to eat. Yeah, you go eat too. Thank you very much. Midnight. Have a good one. Jason is more tech than this Jason, and this Jason works in IT. It's called Jason rigging. You know, they like Jimmy Rig, right? Jason Rig. Jason Rig. All right, guys. I will see you later on. Have a great day, and thank you so much for being here. Peace.